Hello friends, and welcome to Sales Funnel Tuesday. I'm your host Kerry Knoll. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. ClickFunnels 2.0, Page Editor 2.0 as well, walkthrough for September 2022. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification. If you like this video and get some good value out of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well, whether you're watching this on YouTube, LinkedIn, or over on Facebook. And as always, feel free to share this with anyone who might benefit from it or find it of interest. I would greatly appreciate that. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them as a comment, and I'll do my best to answer them in a timely fashion. So let me share with you what I have here on ClickFunnels 2.0. So we're here on the dashboard of ClickFunnels 2.0 beta. Again, this does not get fully released to the public supposedly until October 3rd or 4th, I believe is the date. And in today's segment, I just want to show you quickly what the new page editor looks like, some new features to the page editor, etc. So if you're wondering what that looks like or how it works, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to hop on over here to Sites and Funnels. And then under Sites and Funnels, let's just go into Pages. But from here, we could also click here on Customize. We can go to Site Settings, Theme Settings, Customize Theme, etc. We've got all these other features here. But in order to get to the actual page editor itself quickly and easily, I think it's best just to go to Pages. And then once we go to Pages, we have our options here. We have standalone pages, theme pages, and site pages. So if we click on theme pages, we can go ahead and we can go here to one of these pages and just click on the edit. So we can click on this gear icon over here. It says edit. So we'll click on that. And then, oh, that didn't bring up what I thought it was going to bring up. I think maybe they changed it on me. But what we can do is we can click into that page itself here. Should be able to take it into the other. There we go. So that other edit functionality is just to rename it, etc. It looks like. So here it is. This is the new Page Editor 2.0. You'll notice there is a purple section here at the top. Well, that's a brand new feature inside of Page Editor 2.0. It's actually what we call a universal section, which can be created and then deployed to multiple pages without having to recreate it over and over again. It's kind of like saving out a page template or a template of a section or a row that you can currently do in ClickFunnels 1.0. But I think there is some additional functionality behind that. I know one of the cool features of Page Editor 2.0 is the collaborations feature, right? So you can see if you're in it and then other people are in it, who's all in it, who's working on what while they're working on it, so that you don't overlap anybody's work or changes that are being currently made to the particular page at any given time, which is very, very cool. As far as other features are concerned, we have layout here at the top, so we can see things at a glance of what they are from the section, to the row, to a column, to the elements themselves on the page, which I think is very helpful. And then you have the visibility on the right-hand side of mobile versus desktop. So if there's any one thing you don't want to be shown at any given time via a certain specific type of view, whether it's the desktop or the mobile version, you can click on this over here and turn it on and off, or view it how it's going to look on each one of these different types of devices, right? So if I wanted to make it desktop only, I click on that. If I want to make it for everything, I just make sure it's both enabled. If I just want to make it mobile only, I can click off of it and it shows me what it looks like on mobile. If I click back to it and then click back to it again, we have everything enabled here as soon as I click on that. So that's very, very cool. Then we have My Assets, of course, and so we can see here under My Assets we have the different universal sections that have been laid out for us. We have the different sections overall for this particular page that we can utilize at any given moment. Then we have pop-ups again. We have control the pop-up. There's no pop-up going on right now. I don't have it created, but we have the same little edit pop-up settings, but we have way more functionality, formatting ability, etc. That's one of the major differences between the 1.0 and 2.0 page editor, is the ability to actually get more granular with the settings themselves, right? So we can have more control over the CSS elements, essentially, to what that's cascading style sheets, in case you're not familiar with that terminology, what coders use in order to format pages, etc. So it's way more robust when it comes to that. That's just in the settings side of things. When we do have advanced as well, and there's more going on here, we do have animation options if we want to add those or turn those off. And then we have advanced CSS, and you can add custom attributes as well. Then we have code inspector, which is cool. So we can look at CSS code here at the bottom and edit it and change it manually if you're good at coding cascading style sheets or JavaScript essentially. And then we have the header code, which is normally what would pop up if we had that on the 1.0 drop-down menu, and the footer code, right, where we paste in certain things, which I'm sure you've used in Page Editor 1.0 over and over again. But the CSS option is way more robust than it's ever been, and that's one of the major settings there. Then under settings here we have settings background. Of course, it's just what do we want to have, turn on a background or not, add an image, add style, decide on the fit, which is a cool new functionality there. If we want background video, etc., that's there for us. We have typography, where we can choose the types of fonts we're using. Of course, I talked about this last week in the style guide about how you can change out the style guides really, really easily without having to know any CSS, which is very, very cool. And then apply them across any of your site's funnels or workspaces, etc. And then we have editor settings themselves, right? So we have some interesting things here. Element hover time. We can make this quicker or slower depending on how we want to do it. Hover intent sensitivity as well. These are the default settings, but we can move those sliders up and down to change them to our liking. And it says experimental settings here are not recommended to be used for production pages. They are still under development. Use them in production at your own risk. So we have sections behavior, allow sections to behave as elements or sections, which is interesting. And then collections behavior, allow collections to live within collections. So I haven't experimented with all that, but it is there. And then we have, of course, the mobile versus mobile versus desktop, like we've seen here before. And then we have an undo and a redo, and then we can preview and, of course, save. So that is kind of it in a nutshell, but I did want to share that with you because I thought it was interesting, just simply because there's some things that are going on here, more specifically when it comes to the universal section. This is a universal section, changes made in the section update across all funnels pages where it lives or exists. And I thought that was very, very cool as well. So they've made some major strides going forward with making the page editor more robust and more useful and more and simplified things to some degree too. So as much as they've added bells and whistles to make it more powerful, it's also, they've streamlined things. I'm sure they've removed some barriers that 1.0 presented from time to time. All right, so there you have it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I just wanted to share with you the Page Editor 2.0 coming in ClickFunnels 2.0 to a desktop computer near you. All right, so I appreciate you guys for showing up as always. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button or bell notification. And if you did like this video and get some good value out of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well, whether you're watching this on YouTube, LinkedIn, or over on Facebook. And as always, feel free to share this with anyone who might benefit from it or find it of interest. And leave me a comment or a question if you have one, and I'll do my best to answer it in a timely manner. If you don't have a question or comment, I'd love to hear from you anyway, so even if you just want to say hi, you can do that as well. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you right back here real soon. Take care.